You are too fast, Stony. You are too fast. How are you? We'll go on in. I don't even know. So I fixed some, I mean, not fixed, but I tried some things. Fixes, sound changes. You might hear me differently. So if you can give me feedback, I would love that. Right. Loud and clear. That's cool. You probably also hear the AC. So give me a sec. Just put it at a lower volume. No, at a lower at a lower degrees temperature. Temperature is the word. Yeah. So some things have changed. Not a lot, but some things have changed. You will see and you will be inspired with the hair quote. As much as I can hair quote, there will be hair quote. Anyways, yeah. There have been some changes in my apps. I will say that. You know what? Let's jump right in. So, this is the Arc browser, which, if you haven't heard of, it's it's basically a replacement for your browser, and it has like a lot of things that are pretty cool in terms of browsing capabilities, right? That makes sense as a browser, but as you can see, the design of it, right, is close-ish to the thing that I pushed for you. We have themes or spaces, like this is my workspace, this is my personal space, and I can swap between the two, right? It just swap things in and out. What do you mean? Did I sideload it? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Sideload as in downloading it from the official website of the company? Is that what it means? I don't know. If that's the case, yes, that's not from the App Store per se. But some of the benefits of Arc overall, their own website. You don't have access to it unless you have like an invite code, which is a bit not my style, but still. There is like a ton of things in there that are pretty interesting in terms of behavior and in terms of teeny tiny micro interaction here and there. So here, for example, you have this tiny thing that is on the top right. I don't even know if that's visible. I don't think it is. Is that absolutely cropped? Let me check. I think it's absolutely cropped. It's at the limit. Anyways, you have these tiny things right here that give you the ability to like add a split screen if you need to on your browsing experience, which I still think is it's a pretty good option. Then you have your tabs on the right, on the left side, where you can see how splitted things are, and you can close things, or I don't even know if that's an option here, but right, I mean, you have a lot of shit that can be done. I don't know, it feels really cool. And so I can do like one split, but I can resplit again if I needed to. So you can have like, if you have like an ultra wide, you could have technically on the same tab 5 split screens together, and so that's a pretty cool thing. You can hide and not hide the sidebar, which is a behavior that I kind of like, right? It makes the website looks more full screen and like an app. So sometimes I'm like, for now, still forgot that this is not the Discord app, but it's the website. And so if you hover here, you get the sidebar that pops in on top of the content. So right, overall, what I'm saying is there are a lot of teeny tiny things here and there that are pretty cool, and you can manage your spaces. If I want to create another space, it will be in there. The creation of the theme that I think I showed you that. If I wanted to go with a green theme or something else, right, you can just easily change. You can change this. Let's say I keep the green one, then I want less vibrant or more vibrant, and then the grain in the background, less grain, more grain, just noise, texture, which is pretty cool. And there is this, all these are like presetted themes, and you can go with whatever the fuck you want. And then if you're like, you know that you want like a black starter, you can then potentially add like more colors if you wanted to, or take like a gradient like these and then play with this. So you can see that it has like a bit of a gradient, as the name implies. But right here, it doesn't showcase everything. But when you're here, you have the full gradient on the whole app. I just think it's cool. I think it's pretty neat. I do like this one though, for my specific personal thing. I do love these. This theme changer, it's just great. So that's the first thing. Okay, good. Thank you.
I'm honored to serve.
Shut up. I said, okay, good. And she thought it was for her. So that's the first change. And so what happened now is that I switch from wavelength for the sounds. I'm trying to see if that's a thing. So I'm switching from like the wavelength app to most of the things in OBS directly. So I would potentially need you to check if this or this works. So I re-enabled 2 sound alerts, which I should have not enabled these ones, to be honest. I should have enabled these, but anyways, I basically re-enabled these sound alerts in the things. And so if you can, I would love for you to test out and see if we can hear shit or not. I can hear it. Could you hear it? I don't think so. So that's the first changes that happened, right? I can now hear the sound alerts when they happen. But you can't. Good. I mean, good. Not good, but good to know. So I need to find the reason why it's not going through. I knew that it wasn't going through, but yeah. Jeannie, hi, welcome on in. How are you? How have you been? How was your day? How is your day going? All that. Right, so I know that the sounds themselves don't necessarily go through. However, let me check. If I go here and I do is that working though? So I can hear them, and you can hear them. Finally, we have sound alert fixed. Sorry. Turns out the mic is a bit sensitive this morning. Okay, fine. So yeah, you can now continue to use bits if you want to use sound alerts. The sound alert works, but channel point sounds don't work yet. I need to find a fix for that. But at least the rest is kind of working. So we'll see what I can do about all that. So that's another news about sound that is finally a good one. It took me a bit, but right. It's there. So it works for me, but it doesn't work for you for these sound alerts. Okay, so I got rid of them just to make sure that you can't redeem them and lose points whatsoever. Which, right, it's not always a good thing. Oh yeah, on the side notes of Arc browser and how good it is. Anytime that you have a video that is playing or a media that is playing, basically a video media that is playing, how can I say that? It goes into picture-in-picture automatically every time that you switch pages. Which, sounds like something that should have been the case default for everything, but it works. So every time I'm watching like a YouTube video and I have someone that send me a Slack message and I switch desktop on my Mac, it just put it on the bottom right corner as a picture-in-picture thing, and that's it. It's there, and it's living there. If I switch tabs, it's there. I can resize it. I can do whatever the fuck I want with it, but that's pretty cool. And it's automated. I don't need to think about it. I don't know. I feel like it's good. Let me refound you your sounds. Stony, that's done. It probably can, but that's what we will do today. So, I am unsure about the behavior of Arc and the login and all the things that we have already. So we will see. And weirdly enough, also that's a side information. Oh, that seems bigger. That was a weird loading, but fine. But at least we have the loading that you talked about last time. With this browser, it looks a bit weird to have like an encapsulated card into an encapsulated card. At least we can play with this. That's fun. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's a bit strong in terms of transition in between the blurred effect and the unblurred effect. I would. I don't know if it's possible though. I mean, it might just be annoying for you, but oh, so it's underneath and then it just pops back in. Can you do like a fade opacity, like an opacity fade thing rather than a Z index? Like, I don't know. I'm thinking about it. The idea that I had right this second was yeah, no, the Z index needs to stay. I agree, but like you can step them, as in you first fade it with opacity to 0% opacity, and then you place it to the back as with the Z index. But the thing that I was thinking about was, would it be possible for you to get let me see, can I do that? So let's do both. It's not a TV show. However, the first one is or have a layer blur, right? It's not exactly true, but it's right. Would it be possible for you to get the to get a blurred version? So you get the blur version that is the most the lightest thing to load, that will instantly load whichever connection you have, or kinda, and then load the nice quality one, but in blurred as well. So basically, you load the official full resolution one, but with an effect of blur, and then once it's loaded and it has been placed above, you just do this. Like, if that's an option to get this smooth transition from, like, I'm blurred at I don't know how much, and then I load the thing. It does this. Maybe. Might not be as I mean, it is as simple as I have it in my head, but so that would be here at basically 1%, right? Um, mm-hmm. Nah, yeah, that's what type of animation do you need? That's the question. But also the way that I'm doing it seems like a more not tricky, but like just a bit of a more annoying version, right? Your background is Iron 800. And so here, not on click, but after a delay of probably 1200, right? That seems like a reasonable thing. You get a small animate here that goes there, and then if I click on wherever, just goes back here just for the sake of things. That's better. That is better. Yes, 100%. That is better. So what's the what did you do here? Like is this I was thinking something like this. But that may be like a lot of keyframes for no reason. I mean, I'm not against it. Just the opacity change? Okay, well, that's enough then. That's enough for us. I think that's yeah, I think that's a pretty cool detail. And as another detail, let me just go there for a hot second. I know that it's somewhere in my liked tweets, but as always, I can't show you that for reasons. Oh, you can remove the Z index? Interesting. Why now? Why can you now? I guess it's red as well, right? No! My bad. My bad. And that's a showable thing. Oh, that's neat. That is neat. So is that the thing? Yes. You see this? You see how that works? You see that nice transition from gray to colored, not going everything at the same time, like a bit of delay in a vertical manner or in a growing manner from the top left. That could be neat. that is something that I've been wanting to have in a lot of my products, like these loading animations or changes of theme, for example, where rather than having the light mode and dark mode just flicking, it's an expansion of a circle from the button, right? It just expand to light or expand to dark. And so here, the transition in things, I would love to see that. Not my guinea pig, it's just I'm trying just to implement or give you ideas for things that just are very sexy and makes the delightful thing that a lot of designers are trying to achieve. So we do love these. They are very cool. I should say yes. That's also true. That is also absolutely true. But yeah, so I don't know, as like you, I don't exactly know how it is achieved, right? I don't know if it's a delay. I think it's something applied to the child orders, specifically if you have a grid. I think you could have like a delay on children, right? But that might do it horizontally from here to here, and then here to here, and then here to here, rather than everything at the same time. But you know, every time we add like some tiny animation and tiny interactions, it is, as you just said, performance intensive. Did you get rid of the music thing as well? And that breaks everything. Oh. These micro interaction in the loading of the pages are just so good. So yeah, so things may can you do on less? I mean, you basically need to do that on the visible elements, right? Like you don't need you don't really need sorry, that song is weird. You don't brain, please. You don't really need to apply the effect on anything underneath the what's available to the user, right? So right now I'm seeing 3 carousels and a half, so maybe you do the animation on the first 4 on a specific breakpoint in height, and then the rest, like the fifths and more, are just instant or without delay, I don't know. Or you do that on visibility, so if they are in the viewport, or like in the section of the viewport, then they are loaded. If they are outside, then they unload, so that you can maybe gain in performance. I don't know. I don't think so though. I don't think that's a good idea. Oh, so I should have music? Fine. I'm sad, Stony. This is very sad. This is extremely sad. I am that the fact that the only movie that you have is Death Note. That's I'm sad. I know you started from scratch, so that makes sense. But at least you have some ass, so I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Not as much as before, but let's see if music is still broken. I do like this. I do like this as the fact that it's centered itself. But yeah. What the fuck am I talking about? I don't know. I do not know. I am skeptical though. I am skeptical about the placement of things here and there. That is such a bad thing to see. I do like the center version of the form, but let me see. Let me see. Oh yeah, I remember the ad for. And now that we have the is as well, right? Is and is not, I think. They don't have examples. Well, the difference of SCSS and SS is very limited. That's fun. Please think that happens. That's neat. That is neat. That is neat. All right. So let's let me continue on some things here and there. Let's get rid of that. I think the thing that you achieved is good enough for now. No need to really think about it. One of the things that I was thinking about, and I don't know if that's a thing anymore. Do we have like a back button? No, we don't. What? Sorry, my iPad just said something that just seems weird. I will need to check that out in a second. Yeah, that works. Okay, fine. I thought we did that one. I thought we did that. Fuck. Denny, hi. Welcome on in. How are you? How have you been? How is your day going? Oh, I'm trying to wake up as always, right? It's that time of the day. It's 8. I'm doing my best to wake the fuck up, but it doesn't work. That's what happened. Oh. Yeah, I think I need to. Can I just send that to the... No, not that. That to the main, right? And then go here. Something happened. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense to me. Webflow is frustrating. Webflow is extremely competent, right? You can do almost everything with it. It's just... I mean, not almost. You can do everything with it, but you need to forget about the logic of code in some situation, and you need to learn the logic of code in other situations. So that's not... I mean, for me, that's not good. Not good at all. I think, right? Yeah. 100%. Yeah, I mean, Framer is great. I need to go back to it at some point. I was thinking about doing a series of streams on recreating my portfolio website type thing like I did on Webflow last year. But, the beginning of the year, I forgot. But, right. For that I need to think about a design, and I don't want to do that. How does... How does it work here? Stony, do we have the ability to retract this one? Yeah, it's just weird, right? Like retracting these. Just weird. Yeah. Maybe next year. I need to go back into Framer 100% anyways, so that might happen. Yeah. I don't know. So, behavior-wise, Stony, something that we do recommend here on these types of behavior is to have the icon. I think I said that already. To have the icon here in the top section, and not in the expanded section. But that's weird in a way, because if you are in libraries, you have icon on everything and you don't have sections. And if you go into your preferences, you have icon on everything. and on section, and then if you go into your dashboard, you have icon on nothing and just on section. So right, it's a bit misleading in a way, but you know, shit happens. I can't read your name from this far away. I am Alan. Hi, Lidge. Hi, Alan. Alan? I guess, Alan. Welcome on in. What is my favorite Figma plugin? Favorite Figma plugins has to be, I mean, depends. Depends on the use case, as always, right? But I would say my most used Figma plugin is Simulator. Simulator that gives you the ability to select similar layers with properties. So this is the one that I'm using basically on the daily at work. So Simulator is amazing. There is a secondary plugin that I use on the daily that is called Master. Master has been a huge help for me. It gives you the ability to create a component inside of a component already and relink things. So you can replace, if you come from Sketch, there used to be a feature on Sketch that is right click replace by, and you can replace with a component. This basically gives you that ability. You need to do like 3 more clicks, but it's basically this. It's a paid plugin, however, but it's great, and I do recommend it. Do recommend buying it. And then the latest one that I'm recommending most of the time is Super Palette, which is just actually broken on that front. Let's see if it's I can just run the thing. Super Palette is a tiny plugin that gives you access to color palettes, as the name implies, but you can also generate your own palettes. So if you are someone who works with a dev that is using Tailwind CSS as their base, you can easily implement the Tailwind CSS color palettes directly into your file, just clicking here and say insert, like create style system, and it inserts guides. The insert guide will give you something like this. Not exactly this, because this is modified, but right, basically will give you something like this that checks for accessibility, gives you the Xcode, the value that is corresponding for the devs, and right, all these things in one click. So that's I think that's the 3 that I would highly recommend. And then if you are someone who wants to be accessible in your design, there is Use Contrast. That is pretty good. It's just, I don't know why this is not loading today. So Use Contrast is a teeny tiny plugins that just take the pixel value of the layer that you selected and the pixel color value of the underneath layer, and then check for accessibility. So it's really simple to like just see if things work or things don't work. It doesn't like work on everything, but it works on most things, which is why I like it. For example, right, I can even go into the logo and check that this color on that dark is not exactly good. It's fine, but it's not exactly good. And then this like white on that purple is good at almost 6. So that's nice. It's a free plugin. If you want a paid plugin that gives you a bit more options, just Stark is what you need. But yeah, I can go on and on plugins. I have so many installed already, so like, but I guess that's my top. I guess that's my top plugins. Let me see. Do I find something else? Pablo, hi. Welcome on in. What do you mean clean Figma file? My files are a bit messy. A bit messy, but welcome on in, Pablo. How are you? How have you been? How was your day? You know what? The delete multiple pages and the create multiple pages are pretty useful. Not gonna lie, Figma needs to have this as a default, but yeah. Trying to find like I guess. No, I guess that's it. Prints for Figma if you're someone who is like trying to work with print is a great option, or a great plugin. Cool. Sorry, got distracted here. Let me share that link with you because, yeah, I know it's my own chat, dummy. I recommend it, first of all, because it's a great plugin, but also secondly, it's because has been made by someone that has been in chat multiple times. So, yeah. It's hard to not recommend the community things. But yeah. I guess that's my list. I don't want to go too deep into plugins because otherwise it's, yeah. I mean, these, Pablo, are a bit messy, if I do say so myself. Like, there is some things that shouldn't be placed where they are. Like this, for example. No, that's not the right button. And then these are not components, so they have no place here officially. But, you know, there is a mobile thing here that also have no space. I mean, no reason being on this page right there. Here, yes, because there is nothing on that page. Screenshots. On the mess, it's messy. That makes sense. And on the feature, we should have things, but we don't have any. Don't really have anything. If you are trying to organize your file, though, that's something that I do like to have. What I recommend is your components on the left side or on the top of the page, and then if you go for a component on the left, everything from the right is the pages themselves, and if you go component on top, everything underneath is the pages themselves. And then I do either rows or columns to define variation of the same page. So for example, here we have the main layout page, and then we have variation of the same page. So retracted navigation with the grid, with the home page or with the detail page, and that's it. And then with the newest trend of design, with things similar to what you can see here, right? This is the browser company, Arc browser, with a card that is enclosing the content, which is something that I pushed for Stony here. With that behavior, the Figma file becomes way easier to clean up and organize, because you basically get your main content, your main layout defined, and then the things that happen later is just this component, this central content element becomes a component, and you just swap the component itself. So the only thing that you need to work on when you are creating your pages is or are the main content blocks. And so you define them, you make sure that they work for the thing that you're trying to achieve, but then you just need to swap them, and that's it. So you just need to work on that. As an example, here, I'm working on this app for my company. What happened is I have my main layout right there, so it's basically the same layout, and then I have my main content cards that has variation themselves. But basically, these ones are just experiment to make sure that the things works, and this is my main layout. And then when I'm going to micro interaction, which is what I'm working on or have been working on for the past like week or so, the only thing that I need to do is use my main component layout in the background. And if I need to have something that change in the center card, I just swap the components of the card with the one that I need, and that's it. I don't need more than that. So it's a very subtle and easy thing to do, and that way I can just focus on working on the cards themselves and not even having to showcase like the enclosure, the shell of the app. Melly, hi, welcome on in. How are you? It's going good. It's going good. How you awake? What? Why? How is you? How have you been? Moving stress? Is you moving? I have no where are you moving to? Are you still staying in the same country, or just like moving country like I did? Yeah, it's a bit far away though. So yeah, Pablo, I hope that can help you to organize your file. And I know if you are like over 100 designers, it's a bit complicated to install a bit of how can I say that? Like rigidity in the way that the content on the pages needs to be organized, but sorry, what? How is that not a thing? Okay, fine. So right here, for example, I'm thinking of these being subtle secondary components. They need to be on the side, and then here, because we have a central card, main content and main content dashboard here, it's better to have two columns right there. So yeah.
Exa Willock is now following.
Exa Willow, thanks a lot for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome on in. How are you? Who are you? How did you find the stream? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's different situation, and it's a bit complicated for streams. I will say that it's a tad bit annoying for me to have to start streaming at 7:30 in the morning and don't have the ability to do something else, because I cannot do streams at night. Otherwise, it's like relationship breaking 100% for sure. If I do that, so that's not gonna happen. I don't want that to happen. And yeah, it's a bit of a weird thing streaming wise. However, the rest are pretty cool. The food is good. It's extremely cheap right now because the yen is extremely like weak compared to last time when I was here. And so everything that I'm buying is basically on a discount, which is cool. I still bought a ton of shit that I shouldn't have bought anyways, but I did. So, right, that happens. I appreciate the look. Welcome on in. Are you a designer as well? Or dev? Or not? Something else? I don't know. So yeah, everything is pretty cool. Everything is pretty cheap-ish, even though, right, I'm still going to spend like 200 and 300 euros in like restaurant and things, because right, that's how we do things. But yeah, it's Phil. Hi, welcome on in. How are you? How was work? Work? Yes, it was work. I think the nicest thing, it depends on what you define as nice, right? There has been some cakes, but not at the level of cakes that I'm used to. So that's different. I mean, I'm a big eater of tonkatsu. So tonkatsu is fried pork, and it's tonkatsu sondo is usually inside of well, it's a sandwich, so it's just tonkatsu with a bit of cabbage and some sauce, and they did between two slices of bread, and it's Japanese bread, so that's cool. But yeah, I think that, I mean, it's complicated to say the best thing. Everything being good is fucking amazing. That's something that I like. It's not that the dish is bad, it's that it's not for me, but the dish is good, right? The ingredients are great, the quality is good, compared to France when I take something at the store and it's like trash 9 times out of 10. That sometimes there is something that's good, but here it's the opposite. It's like, it's great, and sometimes just the taste is not mine, it's not for me, but still was good to eat. So weird. So there is, it's a very difficult thing to say. Best thing. That bag is not mine. This is a Kate Spade bag with a bit of a heart shape on it, with a bit of a bow. That's my partner bag. It's pretty cool. I forgot that there was like a heart on it, but yeah. So Willow, you're a brand web and print designer. That's neat. It's a lot of work, brand work, web work, which, right, web is digital, brand is digital and physical, and then print is mainly physical. That's a lot of skills. That's a lot of skills there. And so Pablo, you said our company has one Figma file for components. Try to keep it clean. Yeah. That's a lot of content, Pablo, for you to get like the thing organized. One of the thing that we do, or that I think I did, in the organization of the Figma files, is I get my what I call the foundation. So anything that is color, typography, styles, effects, shadows, things like this in one specific file that is a library. Then I have the shared components, which is, well, as the name implies, all the shared components across the products. And then I have application specific components. So, right, if I know that I will have page headers, these are just for the application, but they are not used in the landing page, for example. As they have a page header here, but the page header in landing page is different than the page header in applications. So, right, sometimes they look similar, but they are not the same, and they don't use the same thing. So we splitted the components files to get rid of the 60% memory thing, right? Because that's annoying. Otherwise, this file would have been huge. And yeah, and then everything is just linked to, like, every time I have libraries available, I have like the 4 libraries available here. And then there are some things that should have been swapped, but they can't be swapped. I don't know why. So yeah, that's there. That's cool. That's cool. How did you do the transition? Do you mean these transitions, as in scene transitions? Aha. This is using a plugin called Move Transition for OBS. Currently streaming from a Mac, so it's a bit less powerful than streaming from a PC, but it is. It's basically taking the element that you have in scene A and checking scene B where you are trying to go, and seeing if you have the same layers or the same elements in there, and then doing the extrapolation in between the things. You also have this, thank you, Phil. We have this swap of themes that is pretty cool. It's right in these like specific scenes, I would say. You have I wanted to press the button. You have the ability to swap things out. So basically what it is the plugin checking the sizes and the crops of a specific source, and then checking it from scene A and scene B, and then doing the interpolation in between the two automatically for you. You still need to do some things here and there to get like the crop and all that I have, but overall that's basically it. Mainly for the follow count right here. It's placed in a different position, so it just moves across the screen to go where it needs to go. And yeah, I have like I think I have a video somewhere about it. Let me see. If you are interested in it. Yep. How the fuck? Oh, yeah, good. That's the I really should have like a comment for this one. This is an old this is an old ass video where you can see I used to have weird ass hair. And then shit happens. But yeah, this one basically explains. It's a 24-minute video of so it's a cut of a stream, right? So shit happens, but it explained the basics of how things work in here and what you can do with move transition and an OBS shader filter, right? There's a lot of things happening in there, but that might be useful for you, right? And then in another note, I think, and Stony, you can see here, I have the video playing there in the background, and so because I swapped, it's just stacked there. It's just amazing. Sorry. I think it's clean slate, right? Yes. And then we have the clean slate project, which at the moment I don't recommend buying because I need to do an update. But anyways, I will still market myself a bit. So clean slate at its core is basically what you can see here. Scene transitions and scenes with plugins already installed in an OBS install for Windows only for now. And so that gives you basically everything in the transition and all that. Really quickly. It's a very cheap thing. If you buy the first one, it's $2. If you are part of the Discord, it's $1. And if you are a sub here, it's free. So, right. If you want to start things quickly, that's the best option. However, it is not meant to be modified, which is one of the huge points that need to be understood. It's a working thing. It's not meant to be modified. You can modify it, but it's annoying. I kind of want to, but it's almost impossible with the way that macOS handle the scene collection and the plugins in in its directory. It's a bit more tricky, and specifically more tricky because of the routing of sources inside of OBS. It's too tricky for me. So right, I'm trying to get around it, but it's hard. And Pablo, no, I don't have anything about the Figma file organization for the layout of the page. I think the only thing that I have might be for the naming of layers and artboards, but that used to be, I mean, it's somewhere on my dribble, but it used to be for like mainly naming layers and naming artboards, but artboards now is changed, and I don't really use the numbers anymore. I mean, kinda, but kinda not. So yeah, depends. But yeah, but for organizing the file, no, I don't have anything. Sorry. Stony, you said fuck earlier, which I appreciate. But then you say you're at loss with the delay. What is the what's the issue? That's a big ass delay. And so feels the no, we we're not talking about the delay on stream. We're talking about the delay on the loading, I guess, or maybe it's the delay on stream. I don't know. And so feels the planning for today is I think we have most of the pages that we need for the dashboard section here. I have like a feeling that most of the things are here. And then we need, so the dashboard is done. We need the settings, which also is very empty in terms of screenshots right now. And we need music as well in terms of main cards. So that can happen soon-ish. We still need to do like a table, but yeah. What do you mean vanilla browser? I mean, even here, there's no delay for me, at least. Want me to type shit in the console? Fine. You know what? I forgot. Is that the same thing? Sorry. What the fuck? It's much clean. Interesting. It's the first time that I opened the dev tool in Arc, so I don't really know. I think it's, I mean, it's based on Chromium, if I remember correctly, so we are fine. But that's the thing. There is also a thing, Stony, that you might, shall potentially find interesting. Which is boost, which is really weird. I can create what is called a boost of a page that I found, and so I can do whatever the fuck I want. As in, right, if I wanted, I could do a boost on dev.nomercy.tv, and then here it gives me the style of CSS based things, and that's an override, automatic override of the style.css file that is used on that website. And then I can do things like update styles, and it should technically I don't know if that's reloading because of this or that, but I think this one is because it's it's a boost on some regular thing. But yeah, no, it's a fun option. I think for someone who knows what they're doing, it's a pretty fun thing. And Phil, the browser is the browser company Arc browser, so it has like one of the most impressive how can I say that? One of the most impressive it's fucking cold. Onboarding in a way. Like the getting started page that you get on the first time that you open the thing it's just amazing. I don't know. So right, that's the web page, which is really not giving you any fucking information about the thing. But the getting started, like that's the website, all right? So nothing fancy, for real. This is fancy. This is just fucking amazing. It's so subtle, and right, I don't really care, but it's just it goes and it points onto the right thing. Like right now, everything was pushed down from the 2-day tab because I have more tabs here, and the arrow is still pointing to the right stuff. Sometimes you get like, did I take a screenshot of that? Yes. You get these, which are helpers, which are very cute, that just show you things directly based on your device. Basically, it's pointing to the right thing on the screen without having to think about it. But outside of the browser, I don't know. It's just really fun. And then the whole setup was this. That's the loading of the app the first time. I mean, isn't that a designer browser? I don't know. It's just details and shit all around. It's pretty cool. Very smooth. Very good. A bit sad that it's not accessible by or to everyone yet. Like, it's yeah, I'm a bit sad, but since since using it, and since I've been using it for the past like the 3 days basically, there are some behavior that just makes sense, and I wanted to check if that's still the case. Damn, the quality that you have is always shit. See, it works. And then you have this, which I love. So you have this. If I switch tab, right, because it's muted, doesn't go through. No, I said the quality is amazing. I didn't say it's shit. I said the opposite. if I have volume, it goes with me. If I mute, it doesn't follow. That's details. Details. That's so neat. That's so neat. And so, right, it follows you, and then you have this ability here to go back to the tab. But if I switch screens, it's also follow me outside of the browser. Like, it's fine. I can go back to the tab. It's so nice. It's so nice. Anyways, details. It's just a regular video element thing but it's just the behavior that is built in the browser should be built into any fucking browser. Like, it doesn't make sense to me that this is not a default. Like, if you're watching something and you're moving to something else, it makes sense that you want to keep the video somewhere visible somehow. And yeah, I don't know. Have a good rest of your work day, Denny. Have fun. Thanks a lot for stopping by. I appreciate it. Maybe I said the quality is the shit, but maybe I say it's shit because it's like my right classic words that we use here. I don't know. That happens. I'm sorry, but no, the quality is amazing. I was about to say though, that's interesting. At least we have delays, but it does the delay that I was scared about. But at least we have delays. A bit too much, but you know, it's working. Yes, the potential for sub-level menus is huge. So what I'm saying is, right now, right, we used to be in anime, but if we are in collections, which, if that works, right, let's see. Yes, Phil, yes, indeed Dutch. Kinda. Right, if I go on collections, which right now doesn't load for some reason, I mean, kinda. I don't know if you are Dutch or if you speak Dutch or if you just live there. We have a lot of Dutchies, yes. Story, why is beta so slow? Is it me? Am I the issue again? I'm sorry. My bad. Oh, I didn't know that. No, I did knew that. I forgot. My bad. It's me. It's my bad. I forgot. I wanted to go to collections, my guy. Anyways, what I was about to say was, if you have collections, which I think we do have, or we used to have collections there, right? That's a collection. You basically have one sub-level in between. Did you see the Instagram post, Ellie? Have you seen the cakes? I mean, not so many though, but have you seen the cake? This one it was pretty good. It looks big because there is like 5 strawberries on it. It wasn't that big. I think on my own I would have ate the whole thing with no issues. But we was too. These ones were cool as well. Like very nice, similar cakes. Japanese like chiffon cake with strawberries. Like it's pretty neat. But right, for now, nothing has beaten the one that I have at home. So difficult to say. I need to go buy more cakes today. I think today or tomorrow, something like this. I think tomorrow will be the day. Anyways, no caramel on this one. No caramel on this one. It's just chiffon cake, which is basically a basic sponge cake, cream, sponge cake, fruits, cream. That's it. That is it. No more, no less. But yeah. So, Stoney, the thing that I was about to say here is we might need like a back button somewhere. You also have angel cake. Maybe? Probably, but I don't know the name. If you have a picture, please send it. Would love to take a look. But yeah, no, Stony, I think we might need I mean, it works. We might need a back button. We might need a back button on the Ooh. I think I have. It looks similar. It's a more like granular cake. But the icing seems familiar, so I might have. I might have tried it and forgot. Yeah. So I'm thinking we need like a back button thing, which is a bit annoying, but it, I guess, in the grand scheme of things, will be useful. So let's do that. So if I do 1616 right here with a 2XL, we just use an arrow because, right, that's it. Could even do a small button right there in the top left corner, and maybe some text, but I'm unsure about the necessity of it, to be honest. I think we could get rid of it. I wish I could. I think it could be amazing if I had the motivation to do so, really. I agree. But I don't know. I need the motivation though. But why back button? You removed it from the top bar. Yes, I think it's a situational behavior that is needed, and the situation being when you're on collections. So, let's say you have you created a collection for Marvel, right? So all your Marvel movies are in one collection, and so you have a lot in there. So that means you go from anime to collection, from collection to Marvel, from Marvel to, you scroll to find the movie that you are looking for, or TV show that you are looking for. Then you click on it, you check some things, and it's not exactly the one. Like, let's say you are looking for the Hulk, the first one, the one that was Norton, not the second one, right? So I think in that specific situation of collection, when you are in a secondary deep dive into a specific collection, you want to go back to the collection itself, not to the section, like the main section, right? You want to go back to the collection, not to the collections page. So that's why I'm thinking we may need a back button on some specifics. But I do remember that I said we should get rid of the back button because we have the browser thing, right? Which kind of makes sense. That was weird. Yeah. I don't know. Might be a thing. I think if it's called a cake, I would love that. I'd love to have like a studio that is just called a cake. I don't know. I'm still debating this. Yeah. Stony, I'm sorry. It was a good idea. I don't know if it's a feasible thing. Right. I mean, it feels for the reference. It's the thing that we talked about, and that we are kind of trying to achieve. Right now, it's a color change, but the idea is to have the unblur itself. So it's basically an opacity switch from 100% opacity to 0% opacity, yeah. That's it. That's what Stony is trying to achieve. So it's just that clean, cute transition in between the icons. Yeah. It looks cool. Seems to be a bit complicated to achieve. Sorry, my bad. All right. So going back to that fucking back button. There is a behavior that you don't have, Stony, that you might need. But yeah, you might need that. So it's also a specific. It's a behavior that is needed when and only when the user has a massive amount of content in their server. If they don't, then that behavior not exactly needed. It's a plus, but it's not the end of the world if it doesn't exist. So let me show you said behavior. The behavior is the Pinterest behavior, which, damn, these looks cool. Which is this. I'm on Pinterest, I'm scrolling, I'm seeing something that I say, oh, this looks interesting, let's take a look at it, clicking on it. And now that I'm here, if I go back, of course, when I'm trying to showcase, it doesn't work. My bad. 1 second. Let's see. If I go back, it stays scrolled. That's the thing, right? So that's the behavior that we might need in the back button. What do you mean? You would have said no already. About what? Go for what? No, I'm not saying we need the back button. I'm saying the behavior. I don't give a shit about the back button. Back button doesn't exist. Behavior is what I'm talking about. As in, I click on something, it opens a page. Then if I go back, it still has the scrolled section. That's it. That's what I'm talking about. Right now, if I'm here and I'm scrolling and I'm opening High School Girl, and then I go back, which is with browser, right? Back browser, it bring me back to the top of the list rather than the bottom where I used to be. So that's the behavior I'm talking about. It's just going to something and then going back, keeping the scroll position. The fact that it has a back button doesn't really impact anything. It might be. But it's, I mean, the deepness that you can get to with Pinterest and like, I mean, look at this. Just look at this. I can go in and scroll and scroll and scroll and go right deep and then go back, and I'm still scrolled in the right position here, still scrolled in the right position here, still scrolled in the right position here. So I don't know if it's a single page application or not, but might be. That might be the reason why they can do that. But as I said, right, this behavior, damn, that's neat. This behavior of keeping the back position on scroll is mainly for users that have like a massive amount of content on their platform. So, right, if I'm here and the only thing that I need to do to go back to the same place is one hit of the scroll wheel, then yeah, but I don't know. Like if you really have a massive amount of things, and specifically if you're on collections, right? Let's say you're looking for a collection, it's 5 scroll down because you have a massive amount, and then in your collection where you're watching, I don't know, you have a collection called Trigon, right? All the anime from Trigon or from Mappa, I don't know, whichever. So there is a lot of things, and then you click on the anime that you want to watch there, and right, you get the idea. So getting the scroll position back might potentially be a good thing. However, if it's only an app things, then forget about it. Why did I click on that? But yeah, that if it's possible, it could be nice. Could be nice. What do you mean you have that in app? That makes that doesn't mean anything to me. Oh. Hey, call it prod. You never call it like prod. You never call it app. I love how Opera just made the app dot grayer than the nomercy.tv, knowing that the nomercy.tv is the more important thing, but app is just a prefix, which is the same as beta and dev. Interesting. App doesn't seem to load. But I mean, I'm far away. Forget about the loading time and all that. It's fine. Oh. Damn. Still dead. Why that's not? Why do you? Why you should have like a dislike button. No, you should have a an option to remove from library, right? Like once you've watched something, can delete from server. That could be interesting. That could be interesting. Yeah. Right, I could get rid of this one from your server. Anyways. Right. So, thinking about the positioning of that back button. I mean, I think it's good. It will also help with everything. It might not be a conditional thing, then. Might not be a conditional thing. Oh fuck! This pants is tight. I have tight pants today. Not that it matters. Oh, I needed to talk about that. Sorry. Derails. I experienced the weirdest thing this morning. Big derail. Okay. Are you ready to listen to me rambling about a weird ass thing? With pants. Not with pants, but... Okay, so... I have been transported to a VR world for a good 15 minutes with my eyes open. I could look around the room for real, like I saw my partner next to me, I could move, but I was having contact lens level VR options. Or basically AR. It was extremely interesting, very convincing, but things made sense and it was really weird. So basically it was like an environment that was a clean ass white environment with a table in the center that gave me the ability to do the thing that I wanted to do, but I couldn't move around. So I was still like dreaming, but also non-dreaming at the same time. So it's lucid dream type of thing. But the ability that I had to focus on, can I trigger or untrigger the AR things in my lenses, was really interesting. So, yeah, it was really weird, and also the white environment was wrapping around the elements of my room, as in I have a box right there, was wrapped around this like, you know, when you see like a American cake video, when they put like this white sugar thing on top, like this type of drapes, right? But it's so stiff that it's still like soft. Right? This is it's not glazing. I mean, it's basically glazing, but it's not glazing. It's not even a frosting. Let me see. I'm looking at American cake video right now. These things, right? These top section here, sugar type thing. Yeah. Looks like a drape thing. Whatever. So you call that fondant? Interesting. So that's and it was basically contact lens. It was either contact lens or brain implant, because I didn't have any yet set on during the experience in a way. So yeah, either contact lens or implant. But weirdly enough, that made me rethink the whole viability of the AR things, metaverse, all that. It was just like, yeah, if it's like this, I'm fine. Which, I mean, I've been saying it as well, but if we achieve this with the integration that I had this morning, basically, of being able to open a screen with just a pinch or thing with my hand above me on my bed, and be still able to see like peripheral vision and all the things. Billy, what did you say? I kind of want to see the. You didn't watch this trailer. And also, if I don't know if I wanna or can. I know I can't watch this on stream, but I will watch this later. These are neat glasses. As well, we'll see. But yeah, right? Shit happens, and so that was weird. A weird experience this morning, and it was really like a good 15 minutes. 15, not 50. 15 minutes of really good, well integrated AR and VR switch, like wrapping around things. It was really weird. But yeah, that was a derail. I said it. Said it will be a derail. And it was a big ass derail. When it works right, yes, I agree. And the more free from cable we are, the best. Like the Quest Pro, right? That's the latest thing from Meta thing. That's the like, it's still big, but it's a bit of a goal type thing to get untethered. What is this, Stony? Can you give me a bit of context? Because even though I can read, I can't understand shit of what that is. I mean, if it works for you and if it seems like a viable option, yes. Oh, a bit of an earthquake. 1 second. Maybe I die. I don't know. Wasn't expecting that to happen on stream. Oh shit, really? 1 second. Maybe that was a shockwave from one that happened 37 minutes ago at the top of Japan. Interesting. Shit happens. And to also talk about this thing about Sony has made this patent for contact lenses, augmented reality contact lenses thing back in, I forgot when, but this patent has been here since, like, this article is from 2016, and that's a patent that Sony developed and had made in 2016. So it's been a while. But if they have made a patent, it means that they have been working on something, right? And yeah, I'm excited for these ones. I've been waiting for these since, I think it's 2012 or 2014 something. There have been these patents of contact lenses things. Yeah. Got to keep track on the scroll position. Yes, we can. Of course. If it works, yes, do that. What do you mean with maybe not that with contacts? I also saw the what is the fucking name? The reversed thing, where now we have the ability to read brainwave to know. Sorry. Like, we have the ability to put, like, to recreate what the brain is seeing. I don't know if you've seen that pop in your feed 2 months ago, something, where we now see, or we are able to recreate images with the AI that create images that everyone's talking about right now. But based on brainwave and signals that we can read. So we are able to say, well, what the brain remembers or what the brain sees is this. And it's not so good right now. But what we think about is that same tech in like 5 years, 2 years, might be able to, like I could, with the speed at which my brain is working, I could think about a UI and have it in Figma instantly without having to touch keyboard and mouse. That would be amazing. I mean, it wouldn't be Figma at this point, but right. Yeah. But why did they die? Did they choose to die? Wouldn't that be good, in a way? To have a massive civilization extension based on our greed for connection? It would be amazing. It should just be trying to get as connected as possible and then figuring out that it's too much and then everyone pops. You don't want that? I want a fun Friday afternoon popping after crucial realization. No, not your stuff. Okay, fine. I get it. Give me a second. Budzin, as in name of the artist. It's not. But you know, maybe. What I could tell you though is that Epidemic Sound do have a habit of getting sounds and songs that are very, very, very close to other artists that we know, right? When we go into the hard rock section, everything is like AC/DC or like Def Leppard, sounding things, but they are not. So, and you're welcome. I still wish that I could have the sounds, the currently playing songs on stream. You know what? We could. We could have them like right there somewhere. But yeah, I don't know. Anyways, so the nav fix have been fixed. That's the point. And I wanted to do what? Have the navigation work the way that we wanted to have it. Yeah, all the song command, but the song command doesn't work because of the fact that I'm using Epidemic Sound, and so therefore yep. Good job. How did you fix it? If I was using Spotify, I could with no issues. But because I'm not, I can't. So the only option that I have is like to basically window capture the thing, which is already what I'm doing. So I could just place that here and just have it everywhere in the same position. Potentially that would work. Would just be weird in some situations, but other than that, why is library working but home not working? All right, you sent a link. So the transition duration, you said you apply the first one to the image and the second one to the grid container? Yes. So this is the transition for the blur and this is the transition for the opacity? Or is this the transition time for the opacity and this is just the delay in between the elements? I guess that's that, because it's called delay. I guess that get my values. You could try 69 milliseconds in between, or just 80 milliseconds rather than 250 to get it more snappy, but I think that can work. I think that can work if you But this is too slow, right? This is way too slow. That's why I'm recommending a bit of a more strong, faster transition. Like the if you look at it closely, right? it's not that much. No, I know. I'm happy that you figured it out. It looks cool. It's just too slow. It's just too slow. No, I'm happy that you got it working. Look at this. Look at that effect. Look at how much like loading time. Look at that. That's so neat. Right? As fast. How much did you do? Did you do 69 this time? Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah. Still way too slow. Damn. How much did you do in the delay? I mean, you have a lot of informations, right? 5 milliseconds. Damn. That's short. Yeah. So, question for you. Is it triggered when the first image is loaded, or is it triggered when every sub images are loaded? Because I know that you preload the blur. But then right, 1 second and then it loads. Is 1 second enough to load all of the images on the top section of the page? Okay. Cool. Seemed like a good thing. I would still, I said that multiple times, but I would still get rid of that auto first select of elements. I know that you kind of need the focus on something when you load the page for some reason. But oh, that was weird. And now it has like a bit of a non-delay. Yeah, that's weird. Let me see, can I clear cache? Damn. Sorry, that is clean. I can't. These bars are just bars, like it. Just bars. Some of them take longer. What do you mean as that information as well? Which information are you talking about? we there is something that I don't understand, and there is something that my brain just doesn't. Oh, the wave, the wave path, the waveform thingy. I mean, is that useful? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. I was about to say we have one thing that we didn't do, which is this, which is the activity. But basically the activity is the same, right, as this one without the two columns. Right, so we just get this and this and it, activity. That's it. So I guess I guess we don't need it. We have a form. The form is pretty cool. We have another form, and we have the table that I don't want to do, but we have the table. So I might do that. Yeah. My bad. Brain just didn't want to. What did we say? This is the logs. Yes. If I show the logs on beta, do we have IP blocked? Yes. Thank you. I heard it though. You didn't. Thank you. Holy fuck. Yeah, so this feels, because you were not here in the beginning, we fixed some of the sound issues, so I can now hear sound alerts, and that's pretty cool. But you can't hear these sounds, so I need to find a solution for you to be able to hear the atom sounds, which is, it should work, but it doesn't. Anyways, we have a limit, we have a level. Weird. Oh, these are the available entries. Okay. Okay. So we kind of need like inputs. This song has no like right being in here. just makes no sense. Okay. I don't understand what it's doing in that playlist. Like, just you're in techno and trance, and you get the happiest clown song right in there. I don't know. It's just weird. Ah, fuck me. Sorry. Trying to Caesar myself. I don't care. It just has no business being in there. I wish I could. What the? I can't. That doesn't help me, Stony. I mean, no, it doesn't. It doesn't. So I can't apply an array. I wish I could. I can't. So, right, shit happens. Damn it. So we don't need the title thing. You have the navigation at the bottom. Yes, that makes sense. You have a clear button, which is something that we don't know. And they should all be technically just text on your at your level, right? You don't have shit. You don't have sub-level non-text anyways, so text them out. Checkbox. Interesting. Didn't expect that, but fine. Do that manually. Why? What happened? Stony, what? What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And a button, which is this. This action here. Officially, right? Yeah, I can't do that. I can't do that. Officially, you have really limited things. You have names. I don't know what that is, but let's say limit 1000. Names level, which is weird to have names and user, but right, fine. And what the fuck? And you have messages, or just message. these are dates, right? So let's do that. Do I have like an empty thing? Kind of want like a empty cell at the end. Right. For the names and user, because names is a tad weird and type might make more sense. But also it feels or it looks different. Like everything is HTTP anyways, so I mean there is one socket right there, but I don't know. You should check for that specific thing. You should check if your tailwind component have a table. That's so you think what the log name is the name, color item on the left side. Yeah, the color item is the name. Yeah, it's just what's bothering me mainly is the fact that you have names and user. But I think in English names make sense. It's fine. Keep name. Name is good. Name is okay. Name is okay. No help icon on this one. No arrows. And then here, let's see, can I button that? So if I button and I link gray and I get rid of the icons and we clear, it's a bit weird, but it's fine. I mean, I wouldn't recommend to have this anyways. Then, damn it. Do we have a table? Card heading right there. Tables! Yay! Yay! Use that. Please. just use that. However, I would love to have like an accessible version of these, just to check if they have the same effect that I have. What do you mean you want to make them from scratch? I would advise no, but you do you. But I would advise no. Right, everything is HTTP on this one, so we can just do that. Everything is username with just a right here, and then this is slash API slash location slash subfolder. Right. It is so weird. And then this is supposed to be a date, with the format being, you use dashes for some reason, which is this. Time format is this, and start date we don't care. Round 2, sort, descending. I don't know. Nope. Was the opposite. It's fine though. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. Nope. Yes. Okay. We don't use dashes, no. No, we use slashes. We use slashes. And in Japan, I don't know yet. In Japan, I don't know yet. I will know soon, I guess. But for now, I have no clue. None. Both at 188? No, I think you need 120 for some of your names that are a bit longer. And then your usernames, I think 160 might be enough. And for the date, this is the max date that we can have, basically. So let's give it like a... Sorry. A 200, I guess. 200 works. Messaging is a pass. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to achieve here. I have so many options for the navigation at the bottom that I don't. I don't know, but that seems like a good option. I do like this though. Fun, but no. Sorry. My bad, my bad. It's... Right. Let's use that for now. So, we can't have one more log that doesn't exist, so it's basically one duplicate of this one, right? Just logs, and then here, that's our header, and then we just paste that, get rid of this, and make sure that that table is filling container. Can we fill container as well here? Let's see if it's not packed but space between. They end up like so, which is good. Let's get rid of the of these. What do you mean you have to ask him? I can put you in the container, yes. I assure you, I can. Now the question is, if we get rid of that, does it still works? And is it fine? So if we are in a dark mode, I don't like the idea of what I'm about to do, but I don't think I have a choice. Let's do that first. My bad. It's my fault. It's my fault. Let's change that to 600. That way we can change everything at once. So 800 here. Base white is there. Gray iron 100, 600, and 300. Right, so now everything is iron. We're good on that. If I select all of these, and then I change this to that, and that's too much. My bad. My bad. Yes. Interesting. There's some text layer that just disappeared. What? What do you mean I don't check light mode? You mean I don't check light mode here? I mean it's somewhere in there, right? If that's what you're talking about. I mean it's supposed to be right there. Which, oh, I'm so sad. Oh, I'm so sad right now. That is bad. That is bad. Ugh. The main container needs to change as well. But you did a good job on the rest. Yeah, fine. I did not remove it. You can't hear it, so that's no point. There's no point in leaving a thing that just will be heard by me, but you can't hear it, right? I mean, in it. Shall I do this, right? That seems like a good idea overall. However, this has an outline that I don't like, and then the top level thing is the annoying part. So the reason why I'm saying it's annoying is because we have an effect on hover that give us this drop down, which is what we want to have as an option on some of them, but not all of them. So it's just, right, that's just how it works. However, it also have a background changes, which I kind of don't want to have.
Unacceptable condition! Unacceptable!
Indeed. That surprised me. That surprised me so bad. I don't like it. Something bothers me. I think it's the padding. I think it's the lack thereof, right? Just the line things here, and probably also the lack of rounding on that thing, right? That's small. Sorry. Thanks a lot for the bits, Tony. I appreciate it.
Emotional damage!
Thanks a lot for the 50 bits on blurb. Did you hear the blurb? I can hear it. I don't know if you can hear it. with Blurb, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Like, if you have like a sounds that you want to play, it's probably in there. And if you know some people that we have had here before, there are some sounds in there that are much unappreciated. I made a mistake. I made a mistake right here when it's supposed to have been like this.
Fuck!
Right, these things can happen as well. I feel thanks a lot for the 100 bits, and Stony thanks a lot for the 50 bits. Yes. That is way too loud. Kane, hi, welcome on in. How are you? I appreciate the bits. Technically, there is like a hype train coming, so I mean, if it's time to resub, please do that. I don't like the title header thing. It's not good. Should we just get rid of it? Yes. It might work. You know what? It might. I'm not. You know, I'm not following anything about football, soccer type thing, first of all, and then it's in Qatar, which I don't support for the obvious reasons.
Stony_Eagle just gifted 7 subs.
Damn, you just wanted like a 50, right? You just wanted 50 as a number. Thanks a lot for the gifted subs. Who did you got? Who did you got? You got Pot, nice. Pixelies, nice. Highs and Balls, nice. Xgate, good. Fails, cool. Melly, cool. And the real Croden, cool. Thanks a lot for the gifted subs. I appreciate it. It's weird that it didn't say that it was your 50th gifted things, but yeah. Oh yeah, right. That's right. Francis is winning for some reason. Obnoxious French people. Feels that won't push the hype train, but I appreciate the bits. As my grandma said.
I feels cheered X100.
Thanks a lot. We need 3 people to start a hype train, which is weird. I always felt like it was a weird thing to start a hype train. Like, I don't know. I don't understand why they said we need 3.
Unacceptable condition! Unacceptable!
At least on the fun part, every time that someone does something, the hype train is just coming back up in a way. So, right, like in terms of amount left, I appreciate the bits. I think it's my day with the most bits since I came back in. I think, yeah, if I do a gift, we have the train. But, you know, I don't gift. But if you have points to use on gifted subs, that can happen. You redeem the gift 5 subs, then I mean, we can have a hype train. Even though, I need to say it. If we have a hype train, nothing will happen because we don't have a lot of people here. So it won't really. Right. Shit. My bad. I made a mistake. These and these are supposed to be the same thing, right? Yep. I mean, nothing. No, we are going to a French restaurant on the 24th. I am unsure of their ability to be open as French people. Like, it just doesn't sound like a good thing. But yeah, Christmas is yeah. I know I'm supposed to, but it's not what I do. It's not what I do. I don't know why I want to have titles there. Guess what? Did you win? So yeah, Kane, about the soccer game, we won against Morocco 3 days ago, 2 days ago, I forgot. And who called me? Who tried to call me? Who did that? It sounded so weird. So bad. That is so bad, Stody. That's not a good thing. Anyways, the fun stuff about the French winning, for me, I mean, the fun for me, is the fact that we won something, and what happened?
iFills cheered X100.
We had 102 interpellation by the police of people.
Canimatia's just resubscribed for 14 months.
That was so close. That was so close. Thanks a lot for the 14-month sub, Kane. I appreciate it. Missed it by like a second, basically. But now that Kane started a hype train, right? And Phil's chimed in
I
with
Phil's
100
cheered
bits.
X100.
I think it means that we need like a third person. Yeah. So the thing is, I have I know that, like, right? See, that's a third person. So if you now you have a hype train, and the hype train would just say hype train
Tony
and then
underscore
do
Eagle
nothing.
cheered X100. Fuck, 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 fuck.
Good. The TTS is good, but yeah, now I'm counting the burn car. That's always what happens, right? We have burn car. That's cool, because French people cannot keep property intact. So yeah.
Phil's cheered X100. Wow, this is fun.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Yeah, we have TTS. Anyways, right? 102 or 101 people in waiting sales. It's yeah, pretty clean. What do you mean? I know.
Stony underscore Eagle cheered X1. I know.
And now you are cheering bits, single bits. That's not good. That's not good.
Phil's cheered X100. TTS for the win.
Yes, always. Why? Usually it spells out the emoji that you select as well. Ha. TTS for the win. We almost stayed at 69%. I'm not proud of you. So we need to go to level 269% now. That's like, right? I mean, we can't not do that.
Stony underscore
Right.
Eagle cheered X1. I can do it without the bit.
What do you mean you can do it without the bit? You need the bits to get the TTS working. Unless some people did that, right? They record themselves, they add the sound to blurb, and then they play the sound on someone stream. If the blurb has been allowed, not allowed, accepted, validated by the blurb team. Anywho, thanks a lot for the hype train. I appreciate it. It's our first hype train in Japan, right? Does that work? I don't think it does work. Yeah, it doesn't. It should work, but it doesn't. You want to get started with music?
Phil's cheered X100.
Yeah, bits are. I think. Yeah, I mean, to finish, it's a lot. And why 1,000 bits? Why? I appreciate it.
Phil's cheered X1000. Let's do crazy.
I appreciate it. Thanks a lot, Phils. And now ads for everyone. Sorry. Anything I should not do to make you make me do it all over? I think you did good, Stony. What did we say? We say we stop at 69%, not 92. I appreciate the 1,000
Stony
bits as well.
underscore Eagle cheered Dex 1000 because we can.
Yes, that's true. That is true. I appreciate it. To be frank, these new iTrain badges are very cute. Like, real cute, right there. See?
I filled
Excellent for
cheered
the
Dex
1,000 bits.
1000 and overdue.
Like this thing right here should be a widget on its own on stream. I feel like this would fit perfectly underneath the camera as an element of hype. I like that. Like it could, should, might, may. I just need to find a way to get it out of the chat and have the emote and all that thing to still work with it. But if you can extract this from the chat here, it could be amazing. Could be amazing. Anywho, I appreciate the bits. I appreciate the bits. One thing that that you need to do to not have me redo the whole thing, I don't think you need to do anything other than follow some patterns that make sense, which you already did because you follow the patterns of Spotify. So I appreciate the love, Stony. I appreciate it. I don't want to remake it myself, but yes, I have remade Hype Train widgets before in some of the old stream overlay, but they're just annoying to do, specifically on Mac. Not a good idea. We are currently at 41%, which is neither 42 or 69. So, you know, we need to do something about it. And I can't cheer on my own channel. And if I gift a sub, it would probably not be in 69. So, not a good idea. Not a good idea. So yeah, no, in terms of music, I think the music you did good. I don't think, no. 100 was like 4%. So
I filled cheered X 142.
I think 25 bits would have been enough to get to. So 25 bits is 1%. Turns out, on that level. So if we want 14, right? We want 14 times 25. I can't do math. The load repo is really nice. Yes, I agree. So you're welcome. I like the idea. I've been trying to get, as I said, that loading effect for a while. If you are new to Figma and if you open Figma that you haven't opened in a long time, you can see that the loading on the sidebar, the right sidebar, is extremely slow. You have like a skeleton that happens line by line, and I feel like this is really cool as well. So yeah, and now I know how. Yes, indeed. I think it's fine. And we are ending the hype train. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for the hype train. One successful hype train. You now have new emotes that you probably already have. Unless they gave us new ones. All right. So I appreciate the hype train. Let's go back to take a look at something real quick. That table, right? I think. Shit. I think. Much better because more visible in terms of layout. Top section, something that you can't see here is the limit. Could be an input potentially if you want a limit thing. I don't know how that works, descending ascending thing. And yes, thanks Kane, appreciate it. The thing that I want to say is on hover, right? On hover you have that drop down icon button thingy, which I think we will need to revert in a dark, right? Something like this potentially. And then there is a question that happens from time to time, which is, do we want a side divider? Like, is that a thing? Do you want your columns to be or to have a side divider? Because we can, right? We can have a side divider. I don't think it's cool, but I guess it's there. So, what do you mean it's my lucky day? I don't know. I don't like the dividers. Anyways, that's something. Which background? This background? Yeah. The macOS background? Yeah. I did good then. I did good. Yeah. I don't know who could have thought of that. I'm kidding. Yeah. Let's highlight this thing a tad. Except for the bits. The singular bit. I think that would be my hover.
Eagle cheered X1, mission accomplished, damn you.
I think that would be my hover for the sail, right? That seems like a good idea. Seems. Where you at? Right. I feel like there is like a cursor somewhere right there. Right. So on hover you have the ability to expand for the drop down that you need to have or want to have, which is simple. And so if that's the case, that's it's a good looking thing. What do you mean you're out? Are you leaving me now? I can't. I mean, it's the regular thing. Is it in the shared component or is it in the surprise me again.
Stony_eagle cheered X1. Outrageous.
Outrageous. Indeed. Indeed. Yeah, basically. What is this thing already? I forgot. I'm lying. Right. Bitch. So no shortcut on that. You have checkboxes though, right? That's what you have. And then title, and that's it. You can't have icon and checkboxes. Good to know. Didn't know that. I did not know that. Anywho. I have absolutely no clue. I don't use a hotkey or shortcuts for auto layout, which I know I should, but I just never did. Never did. Stony, I'm sorry, I cannot get the right colors right here. Yeah. I mean, I can't do more. Why? 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 Why are you fixed? Okay. Right. That's it. Yep. The color is pretty simple, but that's it. You might find some issues here and there with the colors because I don't have the ability to fix that yet, but is it in tools? No. Ranging. Oh, I didn't know that. Good to know. Good to know. Edit, transform. I don't think it's in there. I don't think they have it, which is weird, but... Yeah, fine. No, I do have all Tailwind colors. I just don't care about them. Leave the mouse on, which technically should be here to open the thing. But yeah. I don't like that thing at the bottom, but I have no choice. No choice. I think that's okay. I think that's enough. What does doesn't seems to be a shortcut on space between in the command palette. That is interesting. That's a lot of screens. That is a lot of screen. Also, it is late. I need to go. I have work to do. I have a lot of cards to do right there. I've been doing a lot of sub-level things. I mean, it depends on how you are used to be seated, right? Anyways. That's what I thought. Cool. Cool. I don't know if it has a scroll. I just added a scroll just in case. It's fine. I cannot. Mainly because I haven't asked my company if I could, and also because I know how I would stream, right? Like, I'm usually answering question and doing things, but also I need that mic to speak to my colleague when I have meetings, and if I have like a meeting or something, like I can't really mute on stream. It's a bit more complicated. It is feasible with no issues, but it's just more annoying. But yeah, no, it's yeah. The thing is, I cannot, if I have chat, I cannot like stay focused and do something at the same time. Like, it's just weird. My main goal with streaming is to help people and answer their questions. So if I'm like live but not able to answer the questions, what's the point of being live? For me, specifically for my type of stream, right? So that's it. But that's for later. We'll see that later. Right. So. Well, Dark is just went live. Neat. Lazy's on Beat Saber. Interesting. Oh, if I was working while streaming, you wouldn't be able to see my screen. So you would just have this scene basically with potentially like a picture-in-picture of the screen right there in tiny, but that's it. So kinda no, not a good streaming experience in right, just weird. Am I sending you to Dark? That might be a good idea. Because it just started. But yeah, I'm doing that. That's it. That's it. Bitch. Alright, it just started, so it's still on the starting soon screen. I don't know if I want to send you there though. That's the thing. Do you have someone that you want me to raid? Before I click on start raiding for Dark, because it seems like it's not there yet. No one's live for me. Like, Dark just went live, so, like, maybe. You know what? I'll send you to him without. Yeah, fine. He's still on the starting soon. I think he stays on the starting soon for like 5 minutes ish. So, right, we'll probably start soon anyways. Dark is officially the variety player. I think currently he's more on Valorant than some other games, but more of a gaming thing. The voice is amazing. He's a VTuber. The VTuber is cool as well. And yeah, very cool person. Very cool stream, chill, all that. So be kind, stay safe, all that. And I have a raid message. If you type raids, like exclamation mark raid or exclamation mark raid message, MSG, raid, I think no S, but I think they work. I mean, they should. But maybe they don't now. Fuck me. Well, that's fine. Shit happens. My bad. Enjoy the raid. I'll be back on Monday. See ya.